everyone, DSP here, and welcome to the weekend preview for August 22nd, 2011. First of all, let me apologize because I have my air conditioner blasting. It's a very, very hot day here in Connecticut, and I need to cool the place down. But anyway, what we're going to do is talk a little bit about what I've done over the past week. Then we're going to talk about what's coming up in the next week so that you know what to expect here on DSPGaming and my other channels. And then also, I want to talk a little bit more this week about long-term plans that I have, some things that I've been working out with John Rambo and some other people, and concrete plans that we're trying to make. It's going to be regarding game playthroughs, co-op gameplay, conventions, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned till the end of the video when I'm going to be talking about it. But before we even start, what I would like to say is I am trying to get people to follow me on Twitter, for the reasoning that it seems like it's a really good way to stay in contact with the fans. A lot of things have been going on over the past couple of weeks. Internet issues, YouTube just not converting videos properly, different things that maybe I decide to do that I wasn't expecting that I was going to do. And rather than make a video about it, especially if, again, my internet's screwed up and I can't upload a video anyway, Twitter is a really good way to stay in contact with me in regards to this kind of stuff. And just so everyone knows, first of all, my Twitter is @TheyCallMeDSP if you're not already following me. It's kind of funny because I have over 80,000 subscribers on YouTube, but I only have 8,000 followers on Twitter. And so there you go, it's a 1/10 ratio of people who are really following me, and constantly I see people asking questions such as, uh-oh, what's going on with DSP today? Why is there no footage up? Uh-oh, this is happening, that's happening. Phil, what's going on? And these questions are posted on random comments on my videos. I get random comments posted on my main page of DSPGaming. And the bottom line is, I've already answered all those questions. If something goes on, like for example, if my internet's down, I tweet about it so that people will know. And more often than not, people who are my follower on Twitter end up kind of copying the message that I put that and pasting it on my page in the hopes that people will see that. So it just makes sense. If you follow me on YouTube, if you subscribe to me, it's going to behoove you to also follow me on Twitter. I'm not like 99% of the other people who use Twitter. I'm not tweeting every 5 seconds. I promise I will not be spamming your Twitter inbox or anything. You won't be seeing 100 mentions from me or anything like that. I usually only use it for business purposes. So if something's wrong with YouTube, if I'm starting a playthrough, if a playthrough is uploading, like the other night, a lot of people were waiting, gee, when's the new El Shaddai footage going to go up or whatever, I tweeted, okay, El Shaddai footage is now being uploaded on DSPGaming, go check it out. So that's really the usage that I find is the best for Twitter. I don't agree with these people who use it to tweet every little nuance of their life. Like, I don't care if you ate the best piece of pizza you've ever had in your entire life, and I don't want to see a picture of it, you know what I mean? I want to know if there's important stuff going on. That's kind of the thing that I use Twitter for. So, again, @TheyCallMeDSP, please, if you're interested in what I'm doing, please follow me there. I mean, by the end of the year, I would really like to double the following that I have right now, because that way, more information will be able to go out to the public in an easier manner, and I won't have, it won't be word of mouth. You won't have people wondering, gee, what's going on when things are happening, like, again, internet down, stuff like that. So, @TheyCallMeDSP, okay? So this past week, what have I been working on? Well, a lot, actually. I did the DLC for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, which is called Rise from the Ashes, and it ended up being almost as long as the entire first game of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I think it was like 50-something parts, and Ace Attorney was like 70-something parts. So you could definitely tell that that DLC was made way later on than the original game, especially with some of the gameplay. There's a lot of investigative techniques like looking for fingerprints and such that aren't in the original Phoenix Wright games. So it's interesting, it was fun, it was a good case, but it was a little bit different than the original gameplay. So I finished that up, and then there was a new retail release last week of No More Heroes, Heroes Paradise, which was the HD re-release of No More Heroes for the PlayStation 3 to use with Move controls, and I had a very interesting experience with that game, let's put it that way. The full playthrough is up, and I also did a Hateful Truth review, where I kind of talk a little bit about my feelings about the game itself, and also the conversion of this game for the PlayStation and how the Move controls work with it. Definitely check that out before you buy that game if you're interested in it. You're going to want to see that, okay? Then, I started another new game called El Shaddai, which is probably one of the weirdest freaking games I've played in my life. I mean, it starts off as a 2D side-scroller, turns into a beat-em-up action-adventure game, then a platformer, then it turns into a racing game, then there was a dance party. I'm not kidding. This game is like so freaking trippy and weird with the way that they designed it, and I'm not done with it yet. But I started that on Friday, so that footage is up on DSPGaming. And on Saturday, John Rambo was over. We filmed a new episode of Smart Guys, which is our wrestling commentary show, and that's over on his channel, John Rambo Presents. And then we've completed our Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 co-op playthrough, and that footage is also up on DSPGaming, so be sure to check that out. And then last but not least, yesterday I attended a fighting game tournament, which is why the weekend preview is a day late this week because I was busy yesterday. But I attended and recorded a lot of the top matches in that tournament. That footage is up on my alternate channel, DSP Street Fighter. So go check that out if you like fighting games. There's Mortal Kombat 9, and therethe's also a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 footage from the people in my local area who came together to play. A lot of notable players like Nerd Josh, X6, Marlin Pie. There's a bunch of people who you probably would recognize their names from the Street Fighter community, and they were all in that tournament, so check that out. Okay, so this week, what to expect, what's coming up. First of all, today, I plan on completing El Shaddai. So actually, as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to go grab a bite to eat, and then I'm going to jump right on and try to finish it all in one sitting, which I'm not sure how long the game is. I heard it's probably around like 10 to 12 hours long. I'm already something like 6 hours into the game, so hopefully I'll be able to beat it today. And then tomorrow, 3 new releases. The first is Deus Ex Human Revolution. And a lot of people have been asking me, Phil, what system are you getting it for? Because we've heard that probably the PC version is the best, but we heard that the PlayStation version has like a mandatory 4 gig install, but then we heard that the Xbox 360 version has like a 7 gig install, but it's optional, but if you don't do it, you're going to have 3-minute load times. I don't remember. I don't remember what I reserved, honestly. I did it like 2 months ago, so I actually don't remember what version of the game I reserved. So I guess we're going to find out tomorrow when I go to GameStop to pick it up, because I have no recollection of what I reserved, which is pretty sad, I guess, but it is what it is. So I was starting that tomorrow, and a lot of people are looking forward to that. But there's also 2 other things coming out this week that a lot of people maybe aren't aware of. The first is the final zombie map pack for Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops. And it includes 1 brand new map called Resurrection, and then it has the original zombie maps from World at War. Now, I already had the original zombie maps because I had gotten the Deluxe Collector's Edition of Black Ops, and they came with the game, but most people obviously didn't do that. This is the first opportunity for them to get those maps. Now, I have played the past 3 new zombie maps released with friends, cooperatively online, and I want to do that with this one as well. However, it kind of stinks that they're doing it on the same day as Deus Ex. I think that's a bad move on their part, because Deus Ex is a large release. Next week would have been a lot better. Next week there's not as popular games coming out, but for whatever reason they were doing it this week. So what I can say is I want to do it. I'm going to talk to a couple of my friends and see when they would like to do a run through of it, but I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to do it because I'm probably going to be busy with Deus Ex tomorrow. But I'm not positive. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some Deus Ex, then I'll do the zombie map. I don't know, but I definitely will be trying the new zombie map Resurrection sometime this week. And then third is the re-release on modern consoles of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And I'm interested to try this out because, first of all, I was actually getting into Third Strike competitively around, say, 2006, 2007, at pretty much the end of its life cycle. Since then, really, no one's been playing it, especially with the release of Street Fighter 4. It pretty much became obsolete. But now it's coming back. You know, with the popularity of Street Fighter 4, they're re-releasing all these games now for modern consoles, and so I'm interested to try it out again. I'll probably do a run-through with a couple characters of their story mode, and I'll probably also try any training modes that are in the game. I heard that they included like a parry training mode and stuff like that. I'll probably try those out. And then I want to try the online play. A lot of people are buzzing. Ooh, there's new netcode for Third Strike. Well, I've used the netcode before, okay? It's something that people have been using for a very long time to play emulated games on their PC. And well, to be completely honest, when I played it on PC, I wasn't impressed. But I'm going to try it out and give it a fair shake. We're going to play it online and see if it's any better than anything else that we've played before. And so this will be an interesting opportunity to try that out. Now, I'm not sure when I'm going to get to that because I don't know how long Deus Ex is. And like I said, I want to do the zombies And I think both of those are bigger releases than Third Strike. But I will be doing Third Strike at some point. If it comes to it, the latest I'll do it is Sunday. Because like I said, on Sundays I'm going to be trying to be putting out fighting game footage at least once a week if I can. And so that's probably what I'll end up doing on Sunday if I haven't gotten to Third Strike up to that point, okay? That'll be over on my alternate channel, DSP Street Fighter, because that's a fighting game. John is coming over on Saturday to film another Smart Guys and to do some more co-op gameplay. We're not sure what we're going to be doing for the co-op gameplay as of yet. But before I get on sidetrack, because I forgot, this week I am doing an Ask the King, okay? I haven't done one in a month. I'm doing them once a month now. I am going to make time on Thursday to do Ask the King. So that's Thursday, what, the 25th? Thursday, August 25th. So if you're interested in asking me a question, you want to get it answered or possibly, addressed in this video, head over to thekingofhate.com, jump onto the forums. There's a section there, Ask the King, post up your question. There's a thread, it's sticky as the most important thread. It's for the current episode. And then also keep in mind, I take Twitter questions on the day that I film Ask the King. While I'm actually sifting through the forum questions, I post up on Twitter and say, hey, if you have a question for me, post it up now. I may address it in the video. So that's another way that you can use Twitter, and also an opportunity for you to ask me a question kind of almost live, okay? So all that's happening on Thursday. So I was talking about co-op with John Rambo, and what I want to do is tell you a little bit more, not only about our current plans, but our future plans for co-op. I think we're deciding now to take it a little bit more seriously. Previously we would do it every once in a while, but it wouldn't necessarily be something we would do all the time. I think what we're going to want to do is try to make it a solid weekly thing for the weeks that we can meet. There are some weeks when John can't make it or I'm busy, but those weeks that we can meet, I think what we're going to try to do is do co-op every single week of some sort. And what we've been looking at are a lot of the games coming out for the rest of the year. Starting in September, there are a lot of games with opportunities for co-op. So for example, Dead Island, we're actually planning on doing a 3-player co-op with John Rambo and also with our friend Grog, who we hung out with when we went to the Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament in May, which was in Chicago. So we're looking to do some co-op of that. John's actually done co-op with Grog before. He actually did another run-through of Dead Rising 2 with him, and I guess it worked out pretty well. It took him quite a while to beat the game. So we think that's going to be exciting. 3 players running through that brand new game. That game is getting a lot of hype right now, and we feel that that's going to be probably a really good playthrough. So that's going to be coming up. We're looking at the possibility of Gears of War 3, John and I doing a co-op of that. Lord of the Rings War in the North is coming out, I believe, in November. That's a 3-player co-op we're looking to do with possibly a 3rd person. The new Modern Warfare 3 is going to have a Spec Ops mode, and so we may be doing co-op of that. House of the Dead Overkill is being re-released for the PlayStation Move around Halloween in HD, and we're looking to do that. So there's a lot of things coming up, a lot of co-op opportunities, and we're really going to be trying to do those in co-op mode because a lot of those games are geared more towards co-op than anything else. So that's coming up, and I just wanted to kind of announce that because that's something that really, a lot of the times it's a co-op game I just play by myself. We're going to be making an honest effort to be playing these new games when they're new, sometimes on release day, so we might even be doing stuff on Tuesdays rather than Saturdays, and we want to do, really good co-op quality playthroughs, so that's coming. Now, in addition to that, we're also been looking at some events that are coming up that we're going to be attending, and the first one is going to be the New York Comic Con, which is in October, and I apologize because I forgot to look up the date before I recorded this video, which is pretty foolish of me, but here's the cool thing. I went last year to the New York Comic Con, and I wasn't sure exactly what I could record. I didn't know if I recorded footage of all the new games that are coming out and stuff like that, if I was going to get in trouble with YouTube or whatever because I was a YouTube partner. Well, the good news is I didn't get in trouble for any of that footage. It's all still available, and therefore I know if I go to New York Comic Con this year, I have free reign to pretty much record whatever I want. So what we want to do is go there and record all the footage of the new games. I'm sure they're going to have probably a playable build of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. All the games that hadn't come out yet by October will probably be there and being previewed and being played by people. So we're going to get footage of all that kind of stuff, in addition to comic book stuff. We want to kind of cover the convention in full. Now the neat thing about this is that John's friend John, who you've seen if you've watched our convention footage of the Too Many Games video game convention and also Kineticon, he went with us, and he is going to have a booth set up at New York Comic Con this year, all weekend. He's going to be selling some stuff. I think he's going to be doing some like arts and crafts and candles and stuff like that are geared towards anime and video games. Now, I don't want to tell you too much about it because it is a couple months off, and I don't actually know exactly what he's going to be doing. I don't know if he's even hammered it down, but he has gotten this booth for Comic Con, and the cool thing about that is not only can we kind of walk around and cover the entire convention, but then we have a place where we can just sit down and relax, and people, if they want to meet us, if, for example, fans want to come meet and greet, get anything signed, or just shoot the shit and talk for a little bit, you can come meet us at New York Comic Con, and we'll have a location you can meet us at. So when we get more information on when exactly we'll be there, the times, the days, it might just be one day to be completely honest, but we will let everyone know, and more on that coming up. But I thought that was something exciting to let everyone know that we will definitely be at New York Comic Con this year. And then also, we probably have about a 95% chance that we're going to attend MagFest 2012, which is a video game convention / concert that's held down in Maryland. If you want information on it, just go to their website. It's magfest.org, magfest.org, O-R-G. And I went to this in 2007. At that point, it was in a much smaller venue than it's going to be in this year, and it was fun as hell. I mean, everything video games is there. You're going to have video game developers who are going to be holding panels. You're going to have video game personalities, like the Angry Video Game Nerd usually goes there every single year. ScrewAttack.com usually goes there every single year. All different kinds of gaming media go there to cover the event and to be part of the event. Vendors who sell video game related merchandise, people who actually own like used video game stores, bring their inventory to this thing, and it's like a marketplace that you can go to. Artists, then they have a gigantic game room where you're just games, every kind of game you could think of is in this game room, and whether it's fighting games, racing games, shooting games, rock band, all that kind of stuff is there. They have tournaments the entire weekend. And then, kind of the really cool thing, the icing on the cake, they have bands who actually come and play video game related music. So I saw, in 2007, I saw Power Glove and Arm Cannon play live. They were both fucking amazing. I ended up buying their CDs because I really like video game music, and they just take these tracks that are classic tracks and they remix them with rock, themes, and they're amazing. It's not just rock, there's other kinds of bands there as well. So if this sounds good to you, I mean, it really sounded good to me in 2007. I had a blast. And this year, they're going bigger. Well, not this year. It's actually next year. It's the first week of January is when this event is being held. But they're going bigger. They're going better. They've gotten a bigger venue. And Rambo and I are actually considering getting a table at this thing. And whether or not we're selling anything, because we really don't have anything to sell per se, but just to hang out and have a table and people can meet us, and maybe have Super Turbo set up there if people want to kind of do exhibition matches against us and stuff like that. We thought that would be a really cool idea. So we're looking to be at MagFest in 2012. More on that as it approaches, but we are really excited about it. It's something that we wanted to do last year, but unfortunately by the time that I found out that this whole YouTube thing was going to work out as a full-time job for me, and I could afford the trip, it was too late. They were sold out, and you couldn't even get a table, you couldn't get a hotel room, it was completely booked. So this year we're planning ahead, we're going to do it much earlier, and it's exciting, and we're looking forward to doing that. So, alright, so that's pretty much it for the weekend preview. I know it's been a long video, and I've talked about a variety of things, but it's a good opportunity for me to cover all these bases, especially with all the new stuff coming up. And I wanted to give you more of a long-term view of stuff that we are looking to do, rather than just 1 week. So thanks for hanging in there. Again, if you're interested in what's going on with me, follow me on Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP. It's the best way you're going to be able to find out about stuff that's going on. And again, unlike other Twitter users, I don't spam it with nonsense about, every daily thing that I'm doing, because I think that would be boring and that would clutter your Twitter, account. It's not the kind of stuff you want. You want to know if there's problems with videos, what's coming up, when I'm uploading stuff. That's the kind of stuff I put on Twitter, all business related, you know what I mean? So check that out. Again, please, I would love to have, way more followers, so that way people don't constantly ask me these questions over and over and over when the information's already public. That's going to be the best way to follow me, alright? So this has been the Weekend Preview. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I will see you for new video game footage. Thanks.